let's jump right into it. So I'm not gonna explain the game. I'll explain the game once we sort of start. So this is I've already played a bunch and whatnot. I am going to start a new one from day one, though. Congratulations. The October Labor Lottery is complete, and your name was pulled. So, yay, we got pulled in the Labor Lottery, which means we get to go work. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at Greston Border Checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Greston. Expect a Class 8 dwelling. Glory to Arstotzka. So what this is essentially a simulation of working at territory borders in Russia or similar. I believe going back to communist Russia as the labor lottery. You know what? I don't know enough about Russia to say exactly if this is what Russia is now, but I'm pretty sure it's communist Russia. But we've been pulled in the labor lottery, and we're going to work the border. We've been put up in an apartment with our family, and we just need to provide. So let us walk to work. November 23rd, 1982. This is fine. Hey, Jane, how's it going? All right. So here's how we start. So over here to the left, that's, the queue of people trying to cross the border into Arstotzka. Over here is a guard to try and, keep things safe. And we have a letter or a memo from the Ministry of Admission. It's an official bulletin. Inspector, welcome to your new position at Greston Border Checkpoint. Stamp passport entry visa and return documents to entry. Entry is restricted to Arstotzkan citizens only. Deny all foreigners. So that's how this starts. Is with a set of instructions, and this will change with each day. So stamp passport, entry visa, and return documents to Arstotzkan citizens only, and deny all foreigners. Pay attention to the passport nationality. This is where we tell whether or not they're Arstotzkan or not. And then this is telling us stuff about the inspector's booth, but I already know all of that. Well, may as well go through it with you guys here. So yeah, there's this shutter button, this shutter lever here, which opens this up so we can take customers or potential entrants. Rulebook is here. We can take it out at any point. Audio transcript is here if we need to recall what people said. Bulletin storage if, we get bulletins. Like this one, essentially. And then the clock over here, which also has the date. It is November 23rd, 1982. So yes, it's definitely communist Russia. And our clock. The clock hasn't started yet. We get to review our rules of the day for free. And then this was basically the news we just saw, which sometimes will have important information. So let's put this in the bulletin slot in case we need to pull it back out later, but we should be fine for this one. We are going to open the shutter and call for the next person. All right. Finally, I can return home. All right. Arstotzkan. Castaldo Giovanni. The picture matches. We don't have a whole lot of things we can do in this first day. It's pretty simple. They're Arstotzkan. Their passport is not expired. And yeah. Well, the only thing I would check here is it's issued by Orvek Vonner, so I want to make sure that that is a valid issuer in Arstotzka. Here's the Arstotzkan districts in the issuing cities. Orvek Vonner is one of them. So that is fine. So we pull this out. This is our approve, deny stamp. We approve it, and this person can get going. Glory to Arstotzka. And we call for the next. See, our time is going, as you can see in the bottom left there. This checkpoint is smaller than I expected, okay? Okay, so here we go. This is impor, so I can immediately just deny because this is not an Arstotzkan. So that one's nice and easy. Arstotzkans only. Waited in this damn line since for 8 hours. I hope it was worth it. Well, it wasn't, because you're from Republia, and it's Arstotzkans only. So, yeah. Unbelievable, go to hell. That's fair. Alright. Okay, another impor. So I don't know if this was a failure of info dissemination in the media, where people who are not Arstotzkan are showing up thinking they can get in, but it makes my job easy. It was a mistake to open this checkpoint. Okay, bye. Alright, that's ominous. He waited in line for hours just to tell me that, so fun. Alright, this is an Arstotzkan passport. It is not expired. East Greston is definitely correct. I know that for a fact. Alright, you get in there. Let's call the next. That's an Arstotzkan passport. And another East Greston. It is not expired. And everything seems fine. By the way, I will miss stuff in this game, because sometimes I just kind of rush through it and forget things. And it gets way more complex as the game goes along. Oh, okay. So that beep means that's the end of the work for the day, so these people all leave. I can still finish up my final customer, though. This is an Arstotzkan. Photo matches, aside from the little hair swoop, but I think it's close enough based on the mustache and eyebrows. Paradisna, let me double check, even though I know it. Yeah, Paradisna's fine. Yeah. Not expired. Everything's good here. Okay. That's the end of day one. We didn't get any citations, which is good. Now we do expense management. So we have our Class 8 residents. We have our wife, son, mother-in-law, and uncle. They're all okay right now. Savings, 30. We had 30 already. We got through 8 people, so that's $5 each, so 40. So we got a nice 50. Rent is not optional. Food and heat are things that are optional. There's also eventually medicine, but we have enough to afford this and not make our family get sick or hungry, so I'm going to leave it all checked, and we still have $20 left over, which is pretty nice. So let's sleep. Alright, rest and checkpoint a success. Entry restrictions to relax and admit foreigners, so we're going to start admitting foreigners. Analysts upbeat, increased trade and cooperation predicted. Alright, let's walk to work. Okay. Alright, we're in our booth. Alright, from today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth's inspection hardware is now installed. Excellent. Check all passport information carefully for discrepancies. Deny any entrant with inconsistent information. Enter inspect mode using the red button on your desk, down here at the right. While inspecting, highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information for further options. This post is bound by Ministry of Admission Rules and Regulations. Study the rulebook closely. Alright. Yeah, highlight 2 pieces of information to inspect. That's our usual deal. Alright, let's throw this in there. And let's start business. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to have to check other things. Alright, picture matches. It's not expired. Date of birth. And this is an Integria, St. Marmero. So let's check. Let's go to the regional map. Let's check Integria. St. Marmero is a valid issuing city. So that's fine. So everything here looks good to me. Okay, good. No citation. Citations come up after you let them through when they get to about here, if you did anything wrong. Alright. Integria, Glorian. Ah, see? This one expired on November 5th of 82, and we are at November 24th. So we have a discrepancy. So if I click on this date and then click on the time bit over here, discrepancy detected, and we can interrogate. Cannot enter using expired document. Oh? Yes, is that all you have to say for yourself? All right. Denied. Expired. All right. We have a Collection. It's not expired. I would... Yeah. So one thing about this game is where it is set and when it was released as a game, gender fluidity wasn't as big of a thing. So just as a heads up, there are going to be things where this says female, but he doesn't look female, so it's going to be a discrepancy. So just FYI, gender is fluid. We all know this. This game is set in a time where that wasn't as recognized, so... Why do you ask? I ask because it says that. So I'm going to have to deny it, or I will... There are certain points where you can make sort of judgment calls, and you get a couple of mistakes before they start docking your pay. But that one in general is not one of those moral quandaries that the game throws at you. Rude. Yeah, no, I know. Hurry up, I am meeting bus soon. Oh, trying to rush us, are you? Well, that makes me think that something might be wrong here. I mean, East Grestin Arstotzka makes sense. It's not expired. Female, you look to be presenting female. Yeah, I mean, this actually looks completely fine to me. So, yep, get a move on. Okay, no citation. I was worried because she was rushing me. All right, Collection, East Grestin, that is false. That is wrong. East Grestin is an Arstotzkan issuing city. So in order to note that, I can go to Kolechia and then discrepancy, East Grestin with the issuing cities of Kolechia and interrogate. No idea what you're talking about. That is not enough of an excuse. I mean, they don't usually have good excuses that I actually let them in for. But there are some judgment calls down the line. Okay, that's the end of the day. It seemed like it was. The thing just beeped. Okay. You look bored. If you want good time, come see us. Yeah, so we'll get these from time to time. The Pink Vice, local strip club. So let's put that aside. All right, Arstotzka, East Grestin, that's correct. 83, it's not expired. Female, the photo matches to me, so let her on through. It's not because you invited me to a strip club, though. I'll be around a couple months. Don't forget to visit. All right, well, fine. Let's just leave this up here. Unprofessional to have it out on the table in front of others. All right, Kolechia, Vidor. I have to double check that. Uh-oh. Okay, someone's jumping. So, yeah. Someone's trying to jump the border. And he's got a bomb. See, that's another thing. There are terrorist attacks in this game. But that'll end the day every time. The day was cut short by a terrorist attack. Applicants entering after 6 p.m. are unpaid. Progress is saved. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing now. I didn't get enough money this day for heaps. And it's because I went a bit slow, partially. What a bribe. Running out of money. Yep, I am. So I'm going to have to for now, I'm going to have to sacrifice heat. And we're just going to hope the next day goes better. Terrorist strike at Grestin. They sure did. More guards, more scrutiny. Checkpoint lockdown. All right. Things start to get stricter and stricter now. So you can see we got 2 extra guards coming down from the top here, and we got 2 extra from the back here as well. So they've really ramped up security. Entry for non-citizens is now regulated. All foreigners require a valid entry ticket, yes. Verify information before stamping passport entry visa and returning all documents to entrant. Missing documents can be correlated by highlight counter and pertinent entry in rule book. Yep, that's the usual deal. Alright, put you there. Let's get the day started. Alright, you're not in Arstotzka, so I'm gonna have to check your entry ticket. Okay. Valid on November 25th. That is correct. That's today. Impor. Enkyo is a valid issuing city. Great. Not expired. Presenting mail. Pictured matches. Alright. Everything here seems to be in order. Peppers, comrade? Hey, Kazuka, how's it going? Alright, go on through. What? We don't have any peppers. Okay. So... okay, this is not who I thought it was going to be. But it's someone eventually. Alright, Integria. You need to give me an entry ticket because you're not Arstotzka. Here, okay. See, sometimes they just forget to present it. It's correct, it's valid today. Not expired. Outer grouse, let's just double check. On Integria, outer grouse is valid. Everything else seems good. Hey there, I can make you happy anytime. Oh great, another one of these for the pig face. Alright, it's the correct day. Picture matches, gender matches, impor. Okay, that's easy enough. Impor, high hand, that works. Not expired. Yeah, we're all right here. And it's not because you propositioned me. It's because your papers are correct. Get this out of the area. Alright. Impor, high hand, that's correct, but this is expired, so... I mean, you pull this in. Expiration and clock. Discrepancy detected. Cannot enter using an expired document. It's one of those few games to talk about where the gameplay drives the story. Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. Hold on, I missed. What? That is a mistake. I just renewed it. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't work at the border, even if it's correct. Alright, next person, please. I heard about terrorist attack. You are lucky to have a job still. Well, shut up. Alright. Entry days, fine. Not expired. Let's double check United Federation. Carista City is valid. Not expired. Picture's the same. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to let you in because you made me grumpy, but... Be safe. Well, thank you. Love how you keep the flyer forever. Yeah, I can't really get rid... I can leave it here. I mean, people don't actually care that it's there. I'm just kind of RPing, like, I don't want these people to see it, but it doesn't actually matter. Alright, this is not a valid entry date. You are here too early. This ticket is for another day. Oh? Yes. That's not a response. Read your entry ticket. And buy a calendar. Alright. Arstotzka, so you don't need an entry ticket. Irvek Vonner. Yeah, that's spelled wrong. I was gonna say something seems weird about that. Alright. We got a forgery here. Do not understand. Well, I'm sorry if you truly don't understand and someone duped you, but can't let you in. Haha! Here's our friend. Alright. This guy is great. So this is Georgie. Notice he has not handed us any documents at all. So, let's go to the basic rules, and entrant must have a passport. Passport! Arstotzka, great. Passport not required, right? I come back again. Alright. So that's Georgie. He will come back many times. With silly, goofy entry, attempts at entry, and we'll have some fun with that. Alright. Arstotzka, not expired. East Creston's correct. I don't think this photo matches, even with that bonnet off. Okay. I had surgery. You need to get a new photo taken then. Sorry. Can't help but love Georgie, even though he slows you down. Yeah, Georgie's great. Alright, okay. So everyone is cold, but we actually did a, we got through a lot today, so we got enough money to put the heat back on. Just barely enough to put the heat back on, because we're left with 0, but that's fine. They just gained weight. Yeah, it also looked like the picture might have had a mustache. Honestly, it was hard to tell. Alright, let's go to the next day. Black market activity explodes. Government claims lax immigration controls. Checkpoint expansion postponed. Alright, so we're gonna have more restrictions, of course. Gotta inspect. Sometimes they did gain weight. That's true, but I think we're not far enough in yet that that matters. Eventually there will be like check their weight kind of stuff. I guess I could have inspected more, probably, yes. Alright. Stricter credential requirements have been instituted. Arstotzkan citizens must show their ID card. Foreigners must secure and present a valid entry permit. Entry tickets are no longer sufficient. New chapter detailing document features has been added to the rulebook. Check all information thoroughly. Deny any applicant with discrepant documents. Refer to the audio transcript to correlate entrance statements. Glory to Arstotzka. Alright. Purpose of your trip: visiting friends. Duration of stay: 30 days. Alright. 1 month visit, so that matches. Piotr Kozerski matches his entry permit. The passport ID matches. Enter by December 25th, so it's before, and then that's valid. Great Rapid UF. Great Rapid is valid. Picture matches. Non-expired. Doodly-doo-doo. Alright, seems fine to me. Yep, okay. We don't have biometric stuff yet either, so I can't even, like, it shows his weight is 87 kilograms, but I can't, actually verify that because, oh wait. Hold on. Oh no, this is fine. Work, 14 days. All right, 14 days. This is transit. So if we pull this out, purpose transit, work, discrepancy detected. Got to pick up speed. You've run through. Yeah, no, I know. Sorry, I'm just trying to be entertaining. Yes, of course. I just passed through. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Republia. You're stressing me out now, Jane. Republia, True Glorian is fine. This matches. Roberta Zafari matches. Not expired. Picture matches. So I think it's fine. Yeah, I can't even see what Budspot said because I'm too nervous to go look. Got to butt up speed. You've run through all your Sabbats. Purpose of your trip? What? I do not know. To visit? A few days maybe. Okay, so you're not in Arstotzka. You need an entry permit. So basic rules, discrepancy. Foreigners required entry permit. No, unfortunately. The entry tickets are no longer valid. Bullshit! Paid good money for ticket. Purpose of your trip, transit, 14 days, transit 14 days matches, passport number matches, Garrett, Luzader matches, not expired, Integria, Glorian is fine, enter by December 7th, so we're good there. I think we're fine. Oop. Visit my son, not seen him in 6 years. Visit for 6 months. Alright, visit 6 months. This matches Catherine Marsovska. Enter, ooh, the enter by. Yeah. Yeah. Moral quandary. But I need the money. Visit 8 weeks, so 2 months, that's fine. Enter by is fine. This matches Henrik Bilski matches Oberstan. We haven't had an Oberstan yet, I don't think. Skal is valid. This is not expired. Picture seems correct. Immigrating. Okay, immigrating means forever, so yep. Enter by is fine. Passport number matches. Francouz de Grice. That does not match. It should be Francois de Grice. This is Francouz. Alright. I have multiple names. Yes, so now we can fingerprint them. So here we can check that the fingerprints match, and they do, but he has no known alias, so Francouz is not valid, unfortunately. Never trust an Oberstani. So unfortunately we have to deny because, wait, do I have to say discrepancy again? I have to go no known alias, Francouz. Yeah, okay, let's interrogate again. I know nothing about this. Alright, well. Hey, hey, Georgie. Now I have passport. Arstotzka's still best country for sure. With his hand drawn with a crayon passport. Just the whole dang thing. Is pre-approved. Yeah, well, no, unfortunately. Cobra-stan is not a real country. Come back again with a better one. Okay, whistle blew. Alright, you're Arstotzkan. You need an entry ID. Or, ID card. I never got one. Well, I'm sorry. Alright, that's the end of the day. Looks good to me, yes. Okay, so we don't have enough money for heat. I am going to keep food for now, I think. Well, if I did heat instead, I could save $10 and then next time around swap back. But that doesn't change anything. I'm gonna keep food for now. Yep. So, I do not have this game in easy mode. There's an easy mode checkpoint, which gives you an extra $20 a day. I don't have that on, but I will turn it on if I fail too much. Republican track star wanted for murder. Oh yeah, so we got Vince Lestrade now. We're gonna be keeping an eye out for. Girlfriend killed in jealous rage? You're now authorized to detain suspicious individuals, interrogate discrepancies to enable detention options. So now we can actually, yeah, we can detain people. So Vince Lestrade, gonna keep an eye out for him. Passing through, couple days. All right, transit 2 days. Oda, Kovacs. The passport number does not match. Just deny my passport and I will go away. I am going to just deny. I'm not going to detain him because I don't feel he needs to be detained. He just has the... I don't know. He tried to get through. It was wrong. I don't feel I need to detain him. Alright, well, this is just an ID card. What you're missing here is valid documents. Like a passport. They took away my passport. Okay. So that means this is a temporary visa slip just for stamping a denial on. Transit, couple days. All right, transit, couple days. Passport matches. Oh, well, look at this. Vince Lestrade. I should have recognized you. So let's see. Can I actually do like this? Whoops. Hold on. Let's move this out of the way. You are Vince Lestrade? Damn. Did not kill her. I was set up. Do not believe the Republican lies. Let me through. Detain. Alright, they're taking him away. Next. this guy looks shady AF. He's an Arstotzka. Okay, so now we have the additional sort of checkers. So Orvac Vonner is correct, but let me double check the district. Arstotzka. Fardesto is a valid district. It is not expired. Oh, it says female, though, and he's presenting male, so we're going to have to call that out. As the document says. So, that's where you sort of don't know. Okay, so the weight matches. It's going to, here's the problem. It's going to, if I let him through, it is going to tell me. I don't have body scan available yet, is the problem, Kazuka. Body scan comes in later. So right now I don't even have the tools to do that, unfortunately. So I would prefer to be able to do that right now, but I unfortunately have to deny him, or I will get cited. My choice, I hate this damn country. Passing through. As little as possible, 2 days. Alright, transit, 2 days. Passport number matches. Elke Richert matches. Photo matches. Enter by December 14th. That's all fine. Not expired. United Federation. Shingleton. United Federation, Shingleton. It's fine. Ugh. Alright, Dahlia. Tegrian. Passing through, a couple weeks. Transit, 14 days. Okay. That matches Katrina Chevoska. Matches. Female, not expired. Glorian Integria. Tegria Glorian, yep. Enter by is fine. And the picture. Alright, so the hair's a bit different. I think this counts as a discrepancy. Yeah, it does. The years have been cruel. Okay. So I can at least fingerprint to make sure. Now I have ink everywhere. Alright. Katrina Chevoska, no known alias. And the fingerprints look to me like they are matching. So I'm going to call us all good. But you should probably get your passport photo redone. Purpose of your trip, only to visit. Duration of stay, 2 days. All right. This says transit, though, not visit. Whoops, hold on. Let me get the transcript out. No, this. Right here. There we go. I make mistake. I just pass through. Okay. Fine. Asin Haratov. That matches. Enter by is fine. Shingleton UF is fine. Is it fine? I think it's fine. I'm just worried. Yeah, Shingleton's fine. Mail, the picture seems fine. Not expired. Alright. It doesn't super matter what they say as much as what it says on the thing. So when I call them on that and they're like, oh, I mean, I'm just transiting, like, I always let them through because there's nothing to say that anything is out of order. So today is beautiful day. We find, hold on, I didn't read all that. What is the purpose? Today is beautiful day. We finally become free from Antegrian tyranny. All right, that doesn't actually make sense, or that doesn't actually answer my question, I should say. Okay. What is the actual? I call it out in rules. don't actually know. It's not actually allowing this. I just want to talk to you more. I mean, it does sound like he's immigrating based on what he said, so it might just be fine. Pyotr Vostok, that matches immigrate forever, sure. Enter by is fine. Expiration's fine. Mail, the picture matches. Just double check outer grouse. Yeah. So, like I said, it doesn't super matter what they say. I thought I could interrogate him, though, to be like, hey, I asked you what your purpose is. I might still be wrong. Please be kind to my wife. She is just after me. I remember this one. So, yeah. Yeah, I saw your husband. He made it through. So, here's the thing. Here's one of those moral quandaries. So, basic rules. You need to have an entry permit. They would not give me a permit. I have no choice. Would be killed if I return to Antegria. I am going to let her in. I will not get... So, it's the end of the day. I will get a citation. I will not get docked pay. And she gave me this. The Integria token, which I got an achievement for, which you can't see. So yeah, cited, warning issued, no penalty. So no penalty. Alright, I'm allowing your original term, Kazuka. Yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate. I know, it's softy. I do want to be, you know. So here's the problem. We're cold. I can't afford food, but I can't afford heat. The booth upgrade is space key to toggle inspect mode. Now that is handy, but I am not going to spend that money right now. Because I don't have it. So we're going to do heat this time. Everyone's going to be hungry next time, but we might have to swap back and forth. And we might not even have enough money to do that. I will need to pick up the pace. Alright, jobs few becoming fewer, blah blah blah, Vince Lestrade apprehended, that was my doing. Alright. Special program to control immigrant labor. Travelers entering for work require a valid work pass. So yeah, that's the new thing here. Let's open her up. And let's have a nice speedy day. Because we want to make sure we can buy food at the end of this day. Alright, there's a work pass. Have a job here. Job, 60 days. Okay, yeah, work, 2 months. That matches. Tobias Prussia matches. And the enter by is fine. So, the work pass, Tobias Prussia, field general labor, it's fine. Until... Yeah, so that works for about 2 months-ish. Expiration's fine. Birth's fine. Import. Sunkato is fine. So I think this guy's fine. Picture matches. Next, please. Work 6 months. Oh, here. Yeah, so she's working here, the pink vice. Okay, work for 6 months, that tracks. Enter by is fine. This matches. Hair's a bit shorter. I feel like it doesn't necessarily look like her. It's honestly hard to tell. Prabhu Sharmila matches this matches. Okay. Everything on the entry permit is fine. Sharmila, Prabhu, food service. Until then, that's about 6 months. That's all fine. I am going to check this. No, it says matching, so that's fine. It just looks a little mildly strange to me. But she is all set to go through. Hold on. Obristan. Murderous. That's fine. Now, I'm pretty sure I know who this person is. As far as something she's about to say to me when I let her through. Yep. Please help me. So, man named Dari Ludum promised me and my sister good work in Arstotzka. I don't trust him. I'm afraid he'll take my passport and force me to work at a brothel. He is in line today. Please do something. So I am going to deny Dari Ludum. I'm absolutely going to deny Dari Ludum. So we just got to keep an eye out for him. I pass through. Passing through 14 days. Transit 14 days. Enter by is fine. That matches. Natasha Sidorova matches. The photo doesn't match in my opinion. But let's... yeah, this is just transit, not work, so it doesn't matter. Your appearance has changed. It's an old picture. Well, let's get a fingerprint then. Food and heat is tight, yeah. Give this to the applicant. Here are my fingerprints. Alright. Alright. Those match. Okay. And you didn't have a work permit. You don't need one. Impor Sunkato, I believe, is correct. Yep. Okay. So that's not enough, ma'am. Basic rules. Citizens must have an ID card. Here it is. All right. Okay. 65 kilograms. That's fine. Mariovska Chem. Alton District. Arstotzka District. Altan, that's fine. Paradisna is good. Seems fine. Seems to be all in order. They're displaying strict corrupt. Uh-oh. Invalid birth date. Okay, that's my bad. I missed one. All right. So that's my first accidental citation. Hey, Georgie. All right. All right, Georgie's back. This time everything's set. Not quite Georgie. Kind of playing strict corrupt dude. A lot harder to make those decisions when actually playing, yeah. Okay, so Georgie doesn't quite have everything. Our friend Georgie. He does still need an entry permit. Oh man, you funny guy. Yeah, how's that? That is good. Do job right. Look for entry thing and come back. I really hope you do, Georgie. I really hope you do. Plan to work. 60 days. Work 2 months. That matches. Jessen Hildebrandt. Okay. And enter by. So that one's fine. Jessen Hildebrandt. Aviation until, yeah, so that's 2 months, like it said. Oberstan. Lorndaz is fine. Expirate, it's not expired. The picture matches aside from the little faux hawk, but I think that's all right. I feel myself getting a bit loose with this. Okay. Okay, I didn't get cited there. Good. Hello, friend. You come down, I give you good girl. Alright, so here we have Dari Ludum. And like I said, I am going to deny him. That's my decision. I'm going to be cited for that because he had valid information. Last warning, no penalty. So I get, 2 chances. Coming to live with my husband. That's immigrating forever. Christopher Livennusk. Okay. That's fine. Enter by is fine. Expiration is fine. And we're looking at United Federation. Unfortunately, that's not a valid issuing city. Can you deny them for no reason? Yes, you can. I do not understand. Okay. I'm not going to detain... Again, I'm not going to detain this person. I'm just going to deny them. Later, though, I will be detaining people for reasons that will become clear. What visit 1 month? Alright, that's fine. Enter by is fine. That matches. Alexei Tantu matches. He's Kalechian. Yurko City is valid. Picture matches. Expiration's fine. I think we're good here. But yeah. As you saw with Dari Ludum, I can deny them for no reason. Because I just denied Dari Ludum without even looking at anything because yeah. This isn't enough. Basic rules. Citizens must have an ID card. Uh-oh. Yeah, so that person got through with valid stuff, and then they bombed. So, cut short by a terrorist. Your son is sick and needs medicine. Great. Okay. I only got through 5 today? Shoot. Damn. Okay. So I can buy medicine for my son. Everyone is still gonna be hungry, though. But it's worth doing. It's worth doing. God, I said money was tight. Yeah, I know it is. I'm not doing this fast enough. Also, it's just difficult. To facilitate more thorough inspections, a search scanner system. Okay, so now we have the scanner. Kalechian extremists are suspected in yesterday's bombing. Search all Kalechians before approving their entry. So yeah, we are profiling, and we are searching all Kalechians regardless. Correlate pertinent entry in rulebook with violating information to enable further options. Violating it. Yep, okay, fine. Correlate discovered weapons and contraband with rulebook entry. So yeah, we'll be able to see contraband. Dancers at Creston Club found dead. Wait, the dancers were found dead, but I didn't let Dari Ludum through. Can your family die? Yes, your family can absolutely die. Unfortunately. Okay. So, this game does have nudity with the body scanners, but I turned it off in the options because I do not want to have an issue on Twitch or YouTube. So I turned off nudity. Visiting for a few weeks. Visiting a few weeks. Does that... I feel like that's not clear enough. No, it calls it matching. That's fine. Alright. Visit 1 month. Jessica Aureus. That is all fine. The enter by is fine. This is a Kalechian, though, which means we have to scan it. Nudity in this game is very sexual. The nudity is not, like, hardcore in this. It's just, you know, you can see some bits, basically. It's very light. Okay, basic rules. I do need to search collections. I mean, it's not a discrepancy, it's just I need to scan. Okay, it put clothes on them. That's the difference, because I played this with nudity on my own, and this underwear is not there, basically. Okay, so no contraband on her, so that's fine. She's all good. West Greston, I believe, is correct, but I have to double check. Kolechia, West Greston is fine. What emote is sarcastic? Yeah, that's a pretty good one that Jane just put in. Coming to live with my wife. Alright, so you don't quite have all your documents ready. Basic rules. Foreigners require an entry permit. I was not able to get one. Unfortunately, does not work on me. Transit. 2 days. Alright, that matches. Enter by is fine. That matches Aria. That doesn't match at all. Maria Ventresca and Aria Bakarova. Now she's going to say she has 2 names. Her name was changed recently, so let's do a fingerprint. So here we have no known alias. The fingerprints do match, but we have no known alias, so... Oh wait, hold on. No known alias with that. There we go. I do not know what to say. Not detaining people yet, unless they're actual criminals. Alright, we got an Arstotzka from Wazenfield. We got Orvac Vonner. We got Wazenfield, so that's all fine. Nicole Beale. That's not a very Russian name. Alright, Nicole Beale. Photo seems fine. I don't know, it doesn't look great. Okay, the game tells me it's matching, so who am I to judge? 75 kilograms matches, date of birth matches, and it's not expired. Glory to Arstotzka. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, invalid gender. Whoops. Yep, that's on me. Immigrating to Arstotzka. Alright, immigrate forever. Enterprise, fine. These don't match. Check again. That I don't like. He's giving me attitude. Next, please. Don't sass me, sir. Exactly. Work. Half a year. Work 6 months. Yep. Enter by is fine. That matches Ashlina Klavovska. That's fine. Ashlina Klavovska, dentistry until... So yeah, that's the 6 months. That's fine. You're Kalechian, so I will need to scan you, but let me double check that Yurko City's fine. It is indeed fine. And this is not expired. The photo seems fine. But I'm gonna need to give you a scan. Standard procedure. I'm sure you get it. Okay, close on. No contraband, so I think we're all in order here. Work 3 months. Work 3 months. Enter by is fine. This matches Shadi Safadi. That matches Shadi Safadi. 3 months, he said, so that tracks. West Greston, I believe, is quite correct, but I will need to scan. Aha! Now there's some contraband. Alright. No weapons or contraband, sir. I'm only harmless. I've only you 10 credits to let me through. Ooh, alright. You know what? I only have 1 citation today, so I'm gonna go corrupt. I will get cited for this, but 10 extra credits. That's some sweet stuff. Oh, these didn't make it. Oh, thank you very much. 10 credits. Possible smuggler admitted. Sure. Horribly corrupt, like being back in a third world country. I know, right? Visiting friends, couple weeks. Visit, 14 days. That matches. This photo, I think, matches. It doesn't have the top pony. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Sonia Dvorkin. There's a discrepancy. Name was changed recently. Alright, well, let's see, shall we? No, we got no known alias. Oh. Nah, not gonna bother detaining her. Just gonna deny her. We need the money. Take transit for 14 days. How do you expect to do that without a passport? What is passport? Alright, so we got 10 extra credits from bribery. How'd we do today? Your family needs medicine. Okay, no one's dead yet, fortunately. Ooh. Salary 5. Bribes 10. Rent has to happen. I only have $10 to work with. All cold, sick, and hungry. Only the uncle isn't sick, and I don't care about him as much as the rest. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do more than the mother-in-law. You know what? My wife and son are the most important to me. Although I could also just heat everyone. Problem is, my son has been sick for more than a day, so he might die. I'm gonna give medicine to my wife and son. See, this gets really hard. Like, I do not have enough money. My family is going to die. It doesn't end the game if members of my family die. It ends the game if I can't afford the rent. Alright, Kalechians have filed a formal complaint. A diplomat will arrive today for high-level discussions. Automatic searches of Kalechian citizens are no longer authorized, so we won't be doing that anymore. Diplomats require only a passport and valid diplomatic authorization to enter. Glory to Arstotzka. Kalechian leader files complaint. Yep. Fair enough. I was called to diplomatic discussions. Alright. Your picture matches. Arstotzka is one of the ones you can enter. That matches. Peter Basagal matches. You're from Kalechia, and that is a valid Kalechian seal. I don't know that that matters yet, but it matters later in the game. I didn't double check Vidor. Vidor is fine. Okay. Approved. Alright, you're at Arstotzkin. Janelli, Herrera, Paradisna, 63 kilograms, date of birth matches here. It's not expired. Pretty sure Paradisna is valid. It is. And the district Lendiforma is valid. Okay. Picture matches. I don't see anything wrong here. So, glory to Arstotzka. Messed up game, pay rent, but let family die. Yep, basically, that can happen. Georgie! Wait, invalid height. Oh, shoot, I didn't pay attention to it. Alright, anyway, let's pay attention to Georgie. Have everything you ask for now. You're a bit late, though. Not only is... so this is a valid day, but it's not what you need. This is not valid anymore, Georgie. I'm so sorry. I want to let you in. I really do. Foreigners require an entry permit. Hey, no. Guy sold me tickets, say is good. You check again, maybe. Sorry, Georgie. I do love how upbeat you always are about this, though. Do not come back again. I say that to him, and he says, "You a nice guy, but I have business in Arstotzka." Alright. Coming to visit my husband. Coming to live with my husband. So yeah, that's forever immigration. Passport matches. Jaman Samanil matches. Entered by is fine. Kalechia, we're not scanning you guys anymore. Let me double check. Vedor. I don't think that's right. I do not think Vedor is valid. Yeah, because it's Vedor, not Vedor. I'm not detaining until there's something I get out of it, which will happen later. Ah, yes, this story arc, the order awaits. All right, so we have this now. We're looking for Corman Drex. Coming to live with my husband, immigrating forever. Photo matches, this matches, enter by is fine. Nicola, nah, this is not the same name. Name was changed recently. Let's fingerprint you. I haven't had one yet where... Okay, good. This is the first one where actually it's fine. There is a valid alias. So Nikola Wysocka is a valid alias. Yurko City, Kolechia is correct. Valid. The rest of this is fine. Did I... Yeah, I didn't actually even take this from them. I should have, because I really should check. Okay, good. It was right, which is good, because I already stamped the passport and handed it back, so... Stay a couple days. Transit, couple days. Is that what he said? Yeah, transit, couple days. Enter by is fine. That matches. Joseph Hunnick matches. This is expired, though. Please let me through, he says. Well... What is the purpose of your trip? Only to visit. 90 days. So yeah, that's fine. Enter by is fine. Passport ID matches. Hagen matches. Photo looks fine to me. It says... I think this is technically a discrepancy? Oh no, it's fine. I honestly thought this was a female. That's on me. Not expired. Okay. Great Rapid UF is fine. So, yeah, I guess we're all right. Only let people through with bribes. Totes fem. Seems to me, but I mean, it's also, you know, the graphics aren't the sharpest for being able to tell that necessarily. Alright, well, here's Corman Drax. 74 kilograms, 174 centimeters is close enough. Date of birth matches. Male, East Greston and Arstotzka. Wasenfield. I mean, it's all correct. I think I just give this to him. Right. I give that to him. Very good. Read quickly. Okay. Arstotzka is great country poisoned by corrupt leaders. War has made government greedy and paranoid. You have seen for yourself. Help us free Arstotzka from its shackles. Do not lose this. Okay. So we have this now. And later it will mean something. Okay, no one died yet, but everyone's sick, including the uncle now. Oh, I did well today, salary-wise. Only have 15 bucks. I can't even buy food. Oh, damn. Okay. Should I just heal some people, or should I warm everyone up? I'm just gonna do heat. People are gonna start dying, for sure. Top level Kolechin exposed as Arstotzkan spy. Wow! Missing from post, presumed dead. Okay. People die soon. They sure do. Hey, we made it to December. Alright, undercover agent of the Ministry of Information has been compromised. The Ministry of Admission has offered its services as liaison. Expect a possible drop later today. Okay, and this, we can't do anything with it yet, but we will get something to augment it. Yes, hello. So this is one of the guards. And here's where we're going to start maybe making some money on the side. I get small bonus when you detain people. More you detain, more they give me for processing. But this is not fair, right? You should get something too. So I fix problem. I give you 5 credits for my bonus for every 2 people you detain. Sounds like a good deal to me. I give money to you after I get paid. Alright, so now we got a side deal where we just straight up detain people for having any any discrepant information. Visiting, few months. That's correct. Enter by is fine. Jacob Mullen. Oh ho ho. There's a discrepancy. Name was changed recently. Well, we're gonna see, sir. No known alias, unfortunately. So you know what that means. Detain. Next. Visiting 8 weeks. That's fine. That matches. Nicolas Perron is fine. Picture seems to match. Presenting gender seems to match. Publia Les Renati. That's fine. Oh, this is expired. I should have noticed that earlier. That is a mistake. I just renewed it. Can I detain you? I don't know why I can't detain you for that. I have not much time. You must hold on to these. Okay, so this is the, being followed by an imposter, you say. Ministry of Information, but it is a lie. If they ask for documents, give these instead. Do not mix them up. Okay, I am going to keep those on the desk. So, those are the ones to give. And these are the real ones, in theory. Diplomatic envoy from Impor, eh? Alright, valid entry for Arstotzka. Passport thing matches. Gabriella Tellis matches. Photo seems to match. Can diplomatic envoys enter from Impor, though? Diplomats require authorization. It doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter that it's from Impor, but I do want to double check. Import information. So Haihan is fine, and that's a valid seal. So that's alright. Not expired. I think we're alright. That's all diplomats need. Immigrating. Alright. Davask. Hirdski. Alright. That matches. Enter by is fine. Lorndaz is not valid for impor. Detain! Don't worry, family, I'm getting some extra cash. Papers, please. Your papers. How are you now? Okay, I've been given some cash. Is this the real? I'm gonna give him the false ones. Visit, a few months. Enterprise, fine. That matches. Rashish Abushav matches. Oberstan. That one's Lorndaz, so that one's fine. Mail, the picture seems to match. Not expired. I think we're alright. Diplomatic discussions. Kalechi and Diplika, they can enter Arstotzka, that matches. Eric Chvid matches. The photo seems to match. Yurko City, I think, is valid. Oops. Kalechia, Yurko City, yep. It's not expired. Oh, wait. And it's a valid seal. And Arstotzkin. Kuna Jiraj, date of birth matches. 84 kilograms matches 176 centimeters. Yeah, that's fine. Genastora Paradisna. Ah, well, it says female. He seems to be presenting male to me, as the document says. So now we get to actually do a scan. And again, I know this is outdated based on when it's set and when this was released. So they could be identifying female, but I have to go by the scan, which does not show a bra, basically. So I have to deny. But hey, $10. Alright. Her mother-in-law and uncle have gotten very sick. Very sick family members will die without medicine. Right, so that's what happens here. Okay, I actually got a decent amount of money here. So I can just let my mother-in-law and uncle die. I mean, I don't feel like I care about them as much as my wife and son. And then I can still pay for food and heat and rent and everything. They need meds, don't let them die. But I want to let them die. Alright. I mean, if I... Heat, I can heal everybody. We're just gonna be cold. No, let's try and keep everyone alive for now. Kalechia cleans house, attacks its own. Round of disappearances blamed on faulty evidence. Game is about to get real sad. Yeah. Alright. Inspector, the Divisional Authority of East Creston Operations will visit today. Maintain your best behavior. Lower you to Arstotzka. Alright. Let's... Well, yeah. We can't actually start the day yet, because we got this guy coming. So, you are inspector here. I am inspector here. Hanging on wall here. I return in 10 days. 6 citations is not bad for how long I've been here. I haven't lost any money yet. Alright, well, let's hang that up. Visiting for 3 months. Alright. Enter by is fine. That matches. Henrik Byland does not match. No, here. There we go. Yeah, that's what they all say. We'll see what happens when we fingerprint you. No known alias, sir. Well, yeah, the Henrik Byland. Yeah, no known alias. So detain. Get that money. Passing through. 2 days. Alright, enter by is fine. This does not match right off the bat. Ah, there. Check again, you say. Well, how about you check again? How about you check your attitude? Next. Let's get money. Alright, well, you're gonna need an entry permit there, sir. What is that, you say? Denied. No, I am not leaving. Detain. Alright, hit him with the butt of his gun. I mean, that's valid, but you need a passport. Okay. Alright. Nikki for Ingram. That matches transit 14 days. The enter by is fine. Let's double check the UF. Great Rapid is valid. And not expired. And the photo seems correct to me. Visiting 12 weeks. That works out for 3 months. Good enough. Enter by is fine. That matches. Ishmara New Bennett's. Ishmara New Bennett's. That matches. Photo seems to match. Let's take a look. It's not expired. It says sex male. So what? Come on, just this, that. The passport is correct. All right. Well, let's see. All right. The passport is indeed correct. Should I double check Carista City? Yeah, Carista City's fine. Here we are. Our agents are ready. Okay. Starting tomorrow, let them pass. So basically we match these up and we get the names of the agents. We got Mikhail Saratov and Steveni Greer. But he said tomorrow, so I don't think we have to worry about seeing any of them today. Check that again. Mikhail Saratov. Just so I know. What'd you say, sir? Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. Visiting for a month. That tracks. That matches. Interbuy is fine. Petra Dysovsky matches. Oberstan. Skal. This is expired. Trying to pull a fast one, eh? Must be a typographical error, you say. It doesn't work for me. $90 days. Yep, that's fine. That matches. Enter buy is fine. Jako Bushetvik. Alright, that's fine. Picture seems fine. Yurko City and Kolechia is fine. Mail, expire. Seems fine. Alright, what did I miss with them? Oh, I did miss something. Incorrect purpose response. Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying enough attention to the purpose. My bad. Transit, couple weeks. That is correct. Enter buy is fine. That matches. Skylar Agafia matches. Expires in 83. Email Shingleton from the UF. Shingleton from the UF. And the picture seems to match. So I think we're all right. Family needs medicine, but I gave him medicine. Okay. 45, we did pretty good today, money-wise, but it's only enough at the moment for food. Okay. So we're not gonna have food at the moment. Take heat, and I'll give my wife and son medicine again. Alright. Good enough. This is actually the furthest I've ever gotten in this game without easy mode toggled on. The reason when I was playing this on my own, I turned easy mode on pretty quickly because I kept just like everyone dying and then I couldn't pay rent. But this is the furthest I've gotten without dying. Alright, break-in at MOA offices may have compromised our document sealing plates. Nothing important was stolen, but intelligence suggests counterfeiters have already begun forging official Arstotzka documents. Double-check that required documents contain valid seals. That's fine, I've already been doing that. Correlate missing or wrong seals against the appropriate entries in the documents chapter of your rulebook. Glory to Arstotzka. Domestic spying exposed, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so today we're looking out for Stefani Greer and Mikhail Saratov. Let's start business. Visit 14 days. Alright. Enter by is fine. That matches. Jonatas Darotsky. That matches. From Boston. Boston, Republia. Yep, that's valid. Here's the thing. This entry permit doesn't have a stamp on it. I think it's supposed to. Let me double check that, but... Entrant must have all citizens... Jeez, hold on. I gotta look at this again, unfortunately. Double check. Correlate missing or wrong seals against the appropriate entry in the Documents chapter of the rulebook. Documents. Entry permit. Yeah. Detain. Hey, Georgie! Hello, my guy. Today is day. Look at all good papers. Well, it's not easy. Or cheap. Alright, let's see what we got here. Georgie, Kostava. That matches. Transit. I mean, he didn't tell me, but I don't think I need to ask him. Okay, I don't think it matters, actually. It's not expired. Enter by is fine. Double check. Oberstan. Skal is valid. And I believe he has a valid seal on the entry permit. Yep, that's a valid seal. Male Skal, date of birth. I think he's ready. Our boy Georgie, he's got everything. He's going through. Arstotzka the best. Here, take this. Haha! I got it. Although I already had an Oberstand token, but I'm very happy that our boy Georgie finally made it through. Yay, but it's so exciting when Georgie gets through. What'd you just say? No, I just said papers, please. Which is the title of the game. Telma Rocha. It's fine. 49 kilograms, 169 centimeters. Works. Date of birth matches. Valentine's Day, 1963. Paradisna on Arstotzka. Paradisna is fine, and Genestora is fine. Picture seems good. I think we're all right here. Glory to Arstotzka. Hey, buddy. Give me money from Detain. That means 15 bucks. That's not enough. That's only 5. Neighbor spreads the flu. What is left after medicine? Yeah. We're all having hard times. I'm detaining everyone I can detain, so... Hey, Fohawk. Transit. 2 weeks. Alright, enter by is fine. That matches. Ronick Gurmus. I love the name. Ronick Gurmus. Not expired. Male. High-hand impor. You don't have the Fohawk in your photo, but I don't think they ever do. Impor. High-hand. Is fine. Man, I feel like I'm missing something. Let me just double check this. It'll tell me if it's fine. Alright, it matches. Alright, I think we're good. did I miss? Forged entry permit. Oh, I didn't check the seal. Damn it. Okay. Rain for a couple of weeks. Well, you don't have your entry. You don't have your entry permit, so. Yes, it's required. It's 100% required. Okay. Yeah, so the details in this game just keep sort of like piling on. It gets so easy to miss stuff. You know what? I didn't even look at that guy's name to see if he was one of the ones we needed to let through. So I might have made a mistake there. Passing through for a couple of weeks. Lev Shestov. Enter by is fine. Yurko City, Kalechia is correct. I believe that is a valid seal, but I will double check. Yep. City Mail expired. And it looks like him. Transit for a couple days. Yep. Enter by is fine. That matches. Sofia Lorenko. True Glory and Republia. Ah, that's not a valid seal. Trying to pull a fast one, eh? Detain! Yeah, I was not paying attention, so I think I probably missed one of these guys. And I think I know the specific one it might have been. First agent was denied. Yep, I know. Second will come in 3 days. Do not make same mistake. Alright, fine. Sorry. Alright, we got some very sick family members. A strange man brought money, unchecked, to burn it. Strange man brought money unchecked to burn it. Yeah. The easy gift. So, here's the thing. $1,000. Effing amazing. Right? I love $1,000. If I take it, which I've made the mistake of before, I'm almost immediately under suspicion for taking a bribe, and the game ends. So, I can't take it, unfortunately. I have $10 left. I can keep my mother-in-law and uncle from fully dying. Though, you know, having no food or heat might cause some other deaths, but we are getting close to, we're getting pretty close to end of stream here, so let's just do what we can. Maybe I just want them to die. How do people feel? Do I let the mother-in-law and uncle die so that I can keep the wife and son going? Because they're not very sick yet. Once they're very sick, I can use medicine. Or I can use medicine on just them right now. How do people feel about this? Yeah. Yeah, what? There are a couple options. Oh, keep the... I guess the one option I presented was, or take the bribe. I could take the bribe. I really could. I could take the bribe. We're about to end the game anyway, so let's just take the bribe. Let's just do it. We'll buy the booth upgrade too, which means we could press this escape key to toggle inspect mode. Alright, I am taking the big old bribe. We're gonna live large for like a day, baby. In pictures and words, mostly words. The weather. Live on the edge. Yep, let's do it. It's not gonna go well, but we're gonna just ride it out for now. Oh, hello. Good morning. Oh, wait. Is it immediate? Oh, it's immediate. I thought I got like another day. Suspicious. Oh, wait, no. This is something different, isn't it? Honestly, I'm trying to. I'm gonna sell these guys out because I didn't do that before. Oh, come with you? Is it gonna end it now? You're under arrest for associating with suspicious groups. The achievement I got unlocked is the achievement Too Honest. Step away for a moment, he's gone. Yeah, you weren't here to tell me otherwise. You went with the commissar? Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna do anything. I never tried that before. I didn't know it was gonna make me fail. From a full audit on your recent activities.
What you say? That you only
Glory to Arstotzka.
well, 'cause you did. What you say?
Alright, so here's how we did. 9 detained, 8 citations earned, 79 stamps applied. This is ending 3 of 20. I've never gotten this ending before. Alright. So, I can redo that day. Like, I can go right back in and just not give him the paper. So we'll do that. Mikhail Saratov and Steveni Guerrer. Sure will. Take this back. Yes. Very good indeed. Sure thing, will do. Alright, goodbye. Passing through 2 weeks, alright. Enter by is fine. That matches Daniel Lindvosky. Karista City, UF. That's fine. And that seal is fine. Expire is fine. Okay. Visiting. 8 weeks. Alright. That's fine. That matches Martina Lariera. That matches. Inspiration's fine. The photo might be a bit different. Yeah. At least I can fingerprint and double check. Martina Riera. Ah, these fingerprints don't match. I'm no dummy. Detain! Alright, we got an Arstotzkin. He's a mess of Anagovich. He's just a whole mess of Anagovich. Okay. Birth date matches. Vasilo, I think, is correct, but I'm gonna double check. Yep, Vasilo is correct. And Orvac Vonner is correct. His weight matches. 187 centimeters matches. Photo matches. Not expired. I think we're fine here. I sure do. Ah, right. This guy's looking for engineers. 5 credits for each engineer that calls. Right, so... Can I not take these all in a clump? Alright, there's only 4 of them. I'm gonna leave them down there for now. Work for 6 months. That matches. That matches. Enter by doesn't match. You're late, sir. I was busy. I was busy, you say. Well. You're also not an engineer. Alright. Passing through. 3 months? What is this on the wall? Recognized for sufficiency. Why even bother with plaque? Now, that's a good question, but also this doesn't quite match, so... I make mistake. I remain for just 14 days. Well, alright, that's fine. But also these don't match, which is even more egregious. Check again, you say. Detain, I say. You are like this plaque. Cheap shit. Visiting for a month. Enter by is fine. Passport number matches. Roberta Suvarovna matches. Picture seems to match. Karista City UF, I believe, is correct. Yeah, Karista City. That seal is correct. It's not expired. And, all right. Work. 2 months. Alright. You're entering fine. Passport number's fine. Penelope Escarcegova. That matches. Oh, and then that's a valid seal. Penelope Escarcegova, you're an engineer. And you're staying for 2 months. Yeah, that's fine. That works within here. Here, you take that. Yurko City, Kalechia is correct, and this isn't expired. We're fine. Go talk to that guy. He's going to give me cash. Duration of stay, few months. Only to visit, few months, okay? That matches. You're entering early enough. Vanya Fortanovna. Fortanovna. Alright, that's fine. That's a valid seal. I know that. Not expired. Photo seems fine to me. Integria. Glorian. And yeah, I feel like this seems fine. Visiting 2 months. Entering early enough. That matches. Uh-oh. Well, that person I just let through is a Kalechian bomber. Hold on, I have to give this person back their passport. Alright. Okay. So everyone's still alive. Aha! Class 7 apartment is available. The rent will be a lot, though. I can move up to it because of the huge bribe I took. So this might end up ending the game right here. I forgot about my booth upgrade, even pressing space to open the discrepancies. Another bomber slips through. Immigrant screening falls short. MOA gets new director. Stricter protocols promised at border. Alright. Will they have found me out yet? Someone is coming to talk to me. Or no, that was just me walking in. Never mind. Alright, Inspector. The new director is unsatisfied with the level of scrutiny afforded to foreigners. From today forward, all foreign entrants must present a recent identity supplement listing weight, height, and appearance. The rulebook documents chapter has been updated. Glory to Arstotzka. Here's my engineering cards. So again... Again, we got Mikhail Saratov and Stephanie Greer. It's only going to be one of them since I missed the first one, but I don't know which, because I didn't pay attention. Transit, 14 days, that's fine. You're entering, fine. That matches. Rosa Kievanova matches. Identity supplement. You have bobbed hair. There's your thumbprint. Expires in 2 days. 63 kilograms, 179 centimeters is valid enough. And female, it's not expired. Obersten. Skull. Okay. Seems all good to me. That's all you got, huh? Thomas Ferreira? Oh, there you go. Alright. 85 kilograms. You got it. 173 centimeters. Near enough? I don't know. It seems a little over to me. Can I not? Okay. Alright, so I think it's fine. Space. Now that I remembered. Okay, East Reston is valid. Birth date matches there. Thomas Ferreira matches. Altan. Pretty positive is valid, but I'll double check. Yeah, Altan. And the photo seems... Oh, whoops. East Greston. I missed the typo. Detain! Hey, you got the money for me now? Good morning. Okay. There's more from last time. Alright, well. What are you gonna do? Alright. 56 kilograms, 158 centimeters. This is egregiously not right. Perhaps my shoes are different. Well, let's fingerprint you then. Nicole Bubovska. And those fingerprints do not match. Detain! Transit 2 days. Enters fine. Passport's fine. Janice Larkin matches. Got long hair, it's up in a thing, so that's fine. 46 kilograms, 164 centimeters seems right, because the hair is not part of her height. Has not expired. True Glorian Republia. True Glorian, that works. That's a valid Arstotzka entry permit seal. MOA seal, rather. The hair is different here, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Yeah, matching. True Glory. Oh, it says male here. So we're going to get a scan. Why do you ask? Alright, let's see. Yep, we got a... Detain! Hey man, I lost ID card. Steal it from locker room, but we won match. Haha. Won the match, eh? Yeah, I'll put up this pendant. But I'm not gonna let you through. Thanks for the banner, but you need ID card. I know, man. I told you it was stolen. Sorry, not gonna happen. Gonna tell coach. What's your coach gonna do about this? He doesn't have authority over the government. Have a job here. It starts to get to be so much paperwork. Work 6 months, that's fine. That's fine. That matches the passport. Christopher Odom. That is fine. That is a valid seal. 82 kilograms, 181 centimeters. That all checks out. This is not expired. Work pass, Christopher Odom. He's an engineer, so here you go. Until 6 months. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Kolechia Vidor. Vidor is fine. Mail, not expired. And the photo seems to match. So I believe I've gotten everything. Give him back all of this stuff. Stephanie Greer, Mikhail Saratov. Alright, well, you are missing an entry permit. Did not know it was required, you say. Well, sorry. Well, that is the end of the day, but it might still have things it wants me to, passing through 2 days. This ID supplement is total pain. It was not easy to get, only last few days. You Arstotzkans just make it harder and harder. Why even have open border? That's a good question. 77 kilograms, 175 centimeters, near enough. Not expired. Transit 2 days. That's what she said, right? Couple days, pass through a couple days, yep. Okay. That matches Irma Dutorovska. Is correct. Great Rapid UF. It's fine. That's a valid seal. Picture matches. Female not expired. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Go on through. Bah! Would be better to spend money on bribe. I would have taken it. Mother-in-law is sick and needs medicine. Neighbors have reported your new wealth. The Ministry of Income has confiscated your savings pending investigation. Cheaper Class 8 apartment is available. Okay, it just got confiscated. I didn't get, take it. Okay. I thought this was going to be the point where they were like, hey, okay, so since everyone's sort of okay right now, I'll give the medicine to my mother-in-law, and we can have heat. The uncle is hungry, but he can deal. I thought I remembered them detaining me once I got a bunch of money. Anyway, let's walk to work. So I kind of wanted to finish this once that part happened. Ministry of Justice has requested our support. Daily bulletins will now contain a listing of the top 3 most wanted international criminals. Check faces against entrants and detain suspects immediately. Alright. So, I'm going to keep this up here for when people walk in. I'll do one more day, and if they haven't yet found me out... Wait, why can't I open this? Okay. I'll do one more day if they haven't found me out yet. You look like you might be this person. Ha-ha! Right off the bat. Detain! I ain't taking none of your papers. Yeah, as I started saying, this will be my last day, and then I'll end stream, even if they haven't found me out yet for taking bribe. Visiting for 2 months. Need your passport, though. What is passport? Oh, great. Surprised you've gotten so far in life. Now, did I miss... Was I not paying attention again? Oh, large gift was mistake. Ministry of Information now investigates your connection. Next agent comes today. Will solve problem. Deny at own risk. Great. Come to work. Come to work for 1 year. This says 6 months, madam. Alright, fine. Work 6 months. Entered matches. Luciana Vargas. It's fine. That's a valid seal. Luciana Vargas, engineering. Here you go. Yeah, that'll fine. They're hiring, yes. 56 kilograms, 164 centimeters. Dark hair. Seems correct to me. Not expired. Female. Double check the UF. Pretty sure Great Rapids correct. Yep. Alright. Whoops. Approved. Go talk to the engineer guy. Because I want that money. And the ID card. Okay. 76 kilograms, 168 centimeters. Yeah, that's alright. Johnny Cavari. That doesn't match. Alright, well, we're going to fingerprint you. Yeah. Cavari and Cavari. Alright. Well, let's double check your fingerprints, though. Yeah, that's all fine. Altan is valid. Paradisna is valid. The photo matches. This is all fine. Oh, hello there, wanted criminal. Detain. Oh no, double passport. What's yeah, detain. That's suspicious AF. Hey, Faux Hawk. Visiting 2 months. That matches. Vincent Ignatjev. That matches. Oh, you need a identification card though, or a biometrics card, whatever we're calling it. ID supplement. Well, alright then. Was that so hard? Large mustache. Maybe? Or that's a shadow? Anyway, it's valid. 68 kilograms, 168 centimeters. Yeah, not counting his whole Faux Hawk deal. So that's alright. Alright, Skull Oberstan, I think is fine. It is. That's a valid seal. And, yeah. I think we're good. What? Invalid description. Oh, is it actually the mustache thing? It was actually the mustache thing. Hey, here's Stephanie Greer. I am still going to interrogate, though, for not having a entry permit. Yep, let's let her in. Let's let her in for the the conspiracy deal for Arstotzka and the Order. Yep, I know it's going to be a second citation. It is the last warning. Alright, I need your ID card, sir. Alrighty. 75 kilograms, 163 centimeters. Ivan Denovich. Octavalis, I believe, is correct. Paradisen is definitely correct. Yeah, he could have shaved. Yeah, I thought... Well, I couldn't tell if it was a shadow or... Like, it was really hard to tell. Octavalis is fine. The photo looks weird to me. That doesn't match. That don't match at all. The years have been cruel. I love when that's people's answer. I know, I look terrible. Yeah, them fingerprints don't match none. Detain! Get everyone else is leaving. Your son is sick and needs medicine. Booth upgrade available. Cheaper Class 8 apartment is available. Alright. That's gonna be the end for today, though. I thought they were gonna... I honestly forget when they conclude their investigation if I take that bribe. But eventually they do. I thought it was like the next day, but I guess not. Oh, alright. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed this. I've been wanting to stream this for a while. I get a kick out of it. It certainly has some heavy themes, and I understand that. But everyone's hungry. Sorry, I don't have enough. I'm just gonna eat us and... Well, no one's cold, so just take some medicine and I'll save up. Tab key to toggle stamp bar is kind of nice. But anyway. Government... Ooh. Look at that EZIC stamp on there. Government headquarters in Paradisen evacuated. Breakthrough spinal surgery perfected. Only possible with our Arstotzkan expertise. All glory to our Arstotzka. Alright. That's gonna do it for today. I've got a bit late. I'm gonna keep just kind of streaming one-off things here and there. Going through kind of next week being Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. Thanks for the well played, Jane. And just sort of going through the holidays. I don't know when I'll start up my next like extended Let's Play. I still have to figure out what that would be, but for now I'm just gonna do stuff like this. So hopefully you all enjoy and you'll get to see some variety every week. But that is gonna do it for today.